Every December, millions of families gather around tables glowing with warmth. Golden turkeys, rich puddings, and steaming mulled wine filling the air with comfort. But behind this feast, behind every bite of your Christmas dinner, lies a history far darker than you could imagine. A story of famine, greed, pagan gods, and even blood sacrifice. Because Christmas dinner wasn't born out of joy, and it was born out of survival. This is the dark history behind Christmas dinner. Long before Christmas ever existed, people in Europe feared the dark winter months. The sun disappeared, crops died, and starvation crept into villages. So to summon back the light, and to celebrate the final slaughter before the cold, ancient pagans held great winter feasts. In Scandinavia, they called it Yule. Fires burned through the longest night, and families roasted the last of their livestock before the cold set in. In Rome, it was Saturnalia, a festival of chaos. Masters served their slaves, people drank till sunrise, and temples overflowed with offerings to Saturn, the god of agriculture. And what was on the tables? Roasted boar, rich wine, and bread baked with honey, symbols of life defying the darkness. These were the first Christmas feasts, long before anyone spoke of Christ. When Christianity spread across Europe, it didn't erase those old traditions, it transformed them. The church couldn't stop people from celebrating the winter solstice. So instead, it merged it with the birth of Christ. The pagan Yule became Christmas, the fires became candles. The feast stayed, only now they were blessed. But not everyone was celebrating. In medieval England, Christmas was a time of shocking excess. While peasants starved through winter, nobles feasted on entire roasted peacocks, feathers and all, while servants served minced pies, stuffed not with fruit, but with minced meat, sweet, and sometimes even bone marrow. And outside their castle walls, the poor sang carols for scraps, not out of cheer but hunger. This is where caroling began, desperate voices in the night hoping for food, not festivity. But one bird would soon change everything: the turkey. It wasn't European at all, it came from across the ocean. In the early 1500s, Spanish explorers brought turkeys from the Americas back to Europe. The Aztecs had long raised them for meat and feathers, but to the Europeans it was something exotic, something royal. Within decades, the turkey replaced the boar as the centerpiece of the Christmas table. Yet the trade that brought it here was anything but festive. Alongside the turkey came cacao, sugar, and spices, all products of colonial conquest and slavery. Every sweet bite of Christmas pudding and every sip of spiced wine was paid for by the suffering of millions. The empire fed its people's celebrations with the spoils of the world it conquered. A holiday of joy built on a foundation of exploitation. Not everyone approved. In the 1600s, the Puritans, strict Protestant reformers, saw Christmas as sinful. They called it a pagan celebration dressed in Christian clothes. In 1647, England's parliament banned Christmas altogether. No feasts, no carols, no decorations. Soldiers even stormed markets to tear down roasted geese and destroy mince pies. But people refused to stop celebrating. They gathered in secret, lighting candles behind closed doors, keeping their forbidden dinners alive. Christmas became an act of quiet rebellion, and that defiance would keep the feast alive until it returned stronger than ever. By the 1800s, Christmas was reborn. Thanks to writers like Charles Dickens, the holiday transformed into a season of family, giving, and forgiveness. A Christmas Carol didn't just tell a story, it redefined the feast. The poor man's table became a symbol of hope. The turkey, once a sign of royal luxury, became the meal of the common family. Puddings returned, now sweet with sugar and dried fruit. Wine became punch, and the feast that once divided the rich and poor became something that brought them together, at least in spirit. Today, Christmas dinner is a global ritual. A turkey in London, tamales in Mexico, roast duck in China, biryani in India, all carrying the same wish for warmth in winter. But beneath the glitter and gravy, echoes of that dark past remain. The hunger, the inequality, the exploitation of those who grow our food. It's still there, only hidden behind the sparkle of the season. Yet maybe that's what makes Christmas so human. It was never just about perfection. It was about survival, sharing, and light in the darkest time of the year. The feast we share today isn't pure, but it's precious, because it carries thousands of years of stories of pain, hope, and resilience. So when you sit down to your Christmas dinner this year, remember, you're not just celebrating a day. You're honoring every hand that ever fought hunger and darkness so that we could feast in the light. This was the dark history behind Christmas dinner. I'll see you in the next story.